Here we are.
All right.
Jazz hand.
Welcome back to our Vampire the Masquerade game.
Fantastic.
Let me suck your blood.
Let's go ahead and start with somebody recapping what happened last time.
Oh boy.
All right, let me start.
Okay.
Bram needed chocolate chip ice cream. He asked us to get some chocolate chip ice cream, and he told us to be discreet about it. But, well, we did our best, but our best wasn't very good. I think at a tense moment, Frank got some hunger pangs and took it out on somebody. And, well, that freaked me out and made me worried about the masquerade, so I snapped somebody's neck. And then, as we tried to escape, we wrecked in a field and we caused a cattle stampede, and Charlie was stuck in a tree. And you know, at this point, he's going a mile a minute with his vanilla latte shaking in his hand as he just keeps chattering and gibbering about what happened last night. And oh my God, we're in so much trouble. And he just can't keep the facts in a coherent line.
Z also ran over a vampire.
I did. That wasn't on purpose.
Thank goodness it wasn't in my truck.
That wasn't on purpose ish. I think it was in your truck.
It was not in my truck. It was in the
It
other
was in
truck
the one you stole.
that you
from
stole
the
out of that
farmer.
Oh.
Yeah, man, you stole that truck, man. With the ice cream in the back.
But there was
Oh,
something
and
weird
Frank-
in the bottom of them ice cream bins.
Frank spilled the ice cream.
Yeah, man. It spilled when the truck went flying, man. Couldn't do much about it. And then there was a hole in the bottom. Frank didn't see it. Got all over the truck. Your truck.
Now's not a time to mention that I learned how to drive on Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, man. But now groups decided better go talk to Bram about this, man. He's gonna be real sad about his ice cream.
And
Also, these
about
bullets are weird.
the weird bullets that were
Yeah,
in
we
the
got blue
bottom of
tip
the ice
bullets.
cream.
Not sure what those are about. I'm gonna talk to Bram about it. See what he's got to say.
I don't know. I guess we're going to see Brown. That's where we were headed when we ended, wasn't it?
We were trying to
Yeah.
decide whether or not we could trust Bram or he was
Oh,
a bad guy.
absolutely cannot trust Brom, but he's involved in this, and so we need to go talk to him.
Hey, man, he gives ice creams for screams, man. It's for free. It's pretty great. Come on, man.
Yeah, I think as we ended last time, you guys were on your way to see him, but I think we were getting near sunrise. We'll say. So on your way home, you got close enough to sunrise that any talking had to wait till the next day, unless you wanted to risk daylight hours, which are pretty tough. But that way we start with a fresh new night, and you guys can decide what to do from home and figure it out. So I think as we begin tonight's story, we open in a small room, clearly inside of a cheap motel. That really crappy artwork that's over the bed in every cheap motel, same picture, is up there. And we catch the sound of a phone ringing, like the dial tone, or the ring through the headset of a phone, which follows with a small click. And we hear the voice, "Report." The voice on the other end is soft, but still somewhat commanding. And we get a shot of the person in the room, the Nosferatu whose head you put a dent in last night, is talking into the phone. He says, "This is Baldesia. I encountered some difficulty in the recovery. 4 embraced made it to the target before me." There's a pause, just long enough to be uncomfortable. And the speaker responds, "It's unlike you to be thwarted, especially by your fellow kind." And we hear him sigh. He says, "These were no normal embraces, sir. This was a whole new level of..." And there's a pause as he searches for a word. "Stupidity." The voice on the other end maintains its texture, but takes on a threatening tone. It says, I suggest you recover it from them quickly. And then we cut to you guys just waking up for the night in your house. Let's everybody make a rouse check at the beginning of the night to see if we get more hungry.
Oh man, I got those munchies, man.
All right. So, Frank, you're the only one that is really getting hungry.
I'm already pretty hungry.
So, what do we see when we look in on your guys' house? What is everybody doing as they wake up for the night?
All right, you see, start with Jake's room. It's nearly dark except for the LED of an alarm clock that vaguely illuminates his room. And you hear a shuffling of covers, and then a lamp clicks on over a bed, and you see a small room on one wall. There's a cork board with a million pins and strings and what you would expect of a conspiracy theorist. The rest of the walls are covered mostly with Rage Against the Machine posters. The floor has neat piles or neat stacks of laundry because he has nowhere to put it, but it's neatly stacked. And the nightstand on the other side of the bed is covered with little white paper coffee cups that look a lot like this one. And that's pretty much all that's in his room. As he gets up and scratches his head,
Nice.
puts his shower shoes on, and goes out to, watch some news.
Alrighty. What are the rest of y'all doing?
Kitty is a little more spoiled than that. The first thing she's gonna do is I'm at hunger too, and I have some friends who are gonna help me take care of that. Drop it down to 1.
All right.
And since there's always one of them taking care of her truck, all she's got to do is poke her head out to the parking area and be like, "Excuse me."
Sounds good. What's Charli doing as she wakes up?
Probably going back through the book because it's still pretty thick. She hasn't seen everything.
Yeah.
Still bleeding all over the floor.
Yes, it's still oozing out. A few more pages have been lost. You've read the first few pages that are starting to ooze away pretty well by this point. So it's not terrible that they're disappearing, but it is concerning, I would think, that your book is slowly oozing away. The red ink that makes up the writing in the book has flown out, and it's reached the edge of the table by now and is dripping off down onto the floor and oozing towards the wall of your bedroom. Have you done anything to clean that up, or is it just are you just letting it happen, trying to see what's going on, or what?
Oh no, I'm trying to clean it up because I can't have a mess in the room other than the books everywhere.
Okay. Yeah, so there's smear marks. It's a very thick, sticky, viscous type fluid, but you can wipe it up for the most part. We probably see. Where do you dispose of the rag that you use, or whatever you use to wipe it up with?
Well, I had to go down to that bathroom to try to rinse this rag off, and got creeped out and left it in there.
Okay. Sweet. So yeah, what's left on the rag, the little stains that didn't come out, have left the rag itself and are now crawling over the sink surface towards the toilet.
I definitely would not have been there to see that.
Yeah. Yeah, we get a shot of that as we're headed up to Charli's room. Yeah, you guys got back around dawn, so you didn't have a lot of time. Checking out the book, you have figured out a few things just from flipping a little further, I think. You figured out the timeline of the book, and that it is a journal. which I think you already knew. This was a journal of somebody, and it started off extremely boring. And you could tell it was older, but not exactly the timeline. But now it started talking about colonists in redcoats. And so you're starting to figure out this is from around the Civil War, or the Revolutionary War, obviously. And the little bits that you've read are starting to talk about things that you're more familiar with now. Things like staying up all night, not going out during the day. And they're talking about this person developing some allergic reaction to sunlight, unable to keep food down. All these really familiar symptoms described in a way that obviously this person has no idea what's going on. But she does talk a lot about one person, though she doesn't really ever mention him by name. She laughs a little bit, it seems like, in the prose about him calling himself a fae hunter. She has in quotes somewhere. And describes him as an excellent illusionist. And that he could do magic tricks that nobody could figure out. But yeah, I think that's how far Charli has kind of made it through the book. What's Frank doing as he wakes up?
Man, Frank's a little hungry, but he's also a bit bruised up. So he's gonna try and heal up a little bit.
All right.
Do some men checks, if that's okay.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Check one.
Ooh.
Man, I'm a little hungry, man.
You're real hungry.
If he's got 10 minutes, he's gonna do the thing. Stare at the red star.
Okay. Yeah. Just out the window, you can probably look out, and there's the same red star that you see.
Yeah.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
Does anybody else see this red star?
No.
Not there. Okay.
Nope. Just every now and then, someone may catch Frank just looking at the sky.
Yeah, so it does that thing where it's like we see the scene reflected in Frank's eyes looking at the sky, and we see like all the sky in this red star, and then it pans up and it's not there when it actually looks at the sky. Cool. And that lowers your hunger by 2, right?
2-2, yes.
2-2. Okay. How? Tell me how. What the fuck does this red star do that makes Frank less hungry?
So, I think if you were to look up where Frank was looking, you wouldn't see anything. If you were to look directly into Frank's eyes at an angle you could see them at, the red star would be in his eyes. And the fires, the redness from the star would be leaking to the edges of his eye and into his skin as he stares at it.
Cool. I like it.
And he's in a trance the whole time. Like,
Right. Yeah.
almost like you have to wake him back up.
Right. Cool. So, Z, you're downstairs watching the news. There's probably a report on about farmers outside of town last night. Just a simple break-in robbery. The news reports that an entire freezer chest full of the season's deer hunt was stolen.
Any report of a death?
Nope.
Not even the stampede?
Nope.
Oh, damn.
None of that's mentioned. Just a simple break-in. The news anchor probably says something like, they make a little quip at the end about how it's getting more dangerous to live in Paris.
If she only knew the half. It's even dangerous to unlive in Paris.
Yeah. But yeah, as that the news wraps up and they do the stinger and the weather comes on and all that, it's going to be sunny and in the 50s, 60s for the next week. Yeah, what do we see as, we'll say the group of you congregate kind of in the living room at some point. What do we
Hey,
see?
man, who's got those bullets, man? I want to talk to the toilet about them.
I picked him up.
I think they're in Kitty's truck. Man, what are we gonna do about Bram? Are we gonna go talk to him?
I'm gonna talk to the toilet about the bullets. See what it says.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Just
And I'll kind of like nervously turn back to the news. I don't want to know about the toilets.
I know. It takes some getting you. I know. Just he'll be back. He'll be back.
Is your truck open, Kitty?
You want to take the bullets to the toilet?
Yeah, man. So I can describe it.
How about we just take one?
That's fine. I just need a bullet, man.
Okay, I stay here.
Okay.
I'll go get it one.
Okay. Yeah.
And she's gonna like do the thing where she walks around the truck and make sure that they actually did clean it and gas it up today like they were supposed to.
Yep. It's clean for sure. Unless you hop in and look at the gauge, you probably can't tell about the gas, but they cleaned it, so you assume they filled it.
Fair enough.
And yeah, we get the shot of the ammo container that you guys grabbed again. It says the 22 LR-DL. And as you pop it open to grab one out, we can see like a 22 long rifle is a pretty small bullet. And so an ammo case holds a lot of them. And it's just full of them.
Yeah. Oh, God.
And there were 6 cases?
There were 8 cases.
8 cases.
Yes. So, Kitty, you're just grabbing one for Frank.
Just one.
Okay.
Like one individual bullet.
Yeah.
Caliber is small enough that it won't even reliably kill a human, but if this is what I think it is, this will outright waste a lick.
Yeah, it definitely wouldn't feel good. Probably lethal. If it's what you think it is.
Yeah.
Well, the next thing is to test it.
Yep. And I think, Kitty, even as you bring it in, you can, if you hold the bullet, if you hold the round, you can feel from the bullet itself a tingle in your fingers. Like it doesn't feel good to even hold on to it.
I will. Now, hold on a minute. Don't touch this yet. And I'm gonna like set it down on like the coffee table and go get like an oven mitt.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that.
And I'll wrap it up and then give it to him. That don't touch it directly. It feels weird.
When she sets it down on the coffee table, Jake instinctively moves his coffee cup away from it.
Yeah, probably a good idea.
Okay. Anyone want to be in there when I talk to the toilet man?
Are you kidding? No.
All right. Just want to ask, man.
I'll do the usual. I'll stand near the door. Don't worry.
Okay. I'll look at Charli. The toilet.
I'll keep Kitty company outside the door.
I'll head to my toilet. The one that the seat is slightly off makes a little sounds.
Okay.
And I guess this is partly your decision. I have 2 passive powers through Auspex. The first is Sense the Unseen. If there's any invisible or hidden creatures, you can have me do a Wits Auspex check against the difficulty to see if I sense them.
Okay.
I don't know if I see them,
Right.
but if I sense them, and then I can make a more active check if I want to
Okay.
do that. And then Premonition is some hint about the current story can be
Right.
given
So
to
it
me.
sounds like what you want is premonition right now,
Yes.
right?
This
You're
scene,
not looking for anybody invisible right now.
No, correct. I'm just saying that's one of my passive powers that is just sort of run.
Sounds good.
And then premonition, you can choose to just have that activate for me to give me
Okay.
something about the scene.
Okay.
Or I can choose to make a rouse check and a roll and sort of try and force details.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
I'll give you a base level, just from your base power.
Okay.
And then if you want more detail, you can make the rouse check
Okay.
and see.
I want to go ahead and do the rouse check then, if that's okay,
Okay.
and see what I get. It just says the number of successes determines the level of insight, if any.
Okay. Oh, so it's a rouse check and then another roll? Because a rouse
Yes.
check is just one die, right?
Yeah, it's a rouse check to use the power if
Okay.
I'm using it actively, and then a resolve plus auspex
Okay.
to
Sounds
see
good.
if I get anything. Okay,
Cool.
rouse it up.
All
Nice.
right. Lucky.
And then resolve plus auspex. Any difficulty or
Yeah, go ahead and make it straightforward.
Okay.
And then successes will add on that.
okay. Nice.
All right.
I'll bring the mitt with the bullet up to the toilet and start describing it to the toilet verbally, because the toilet doesn't have eyes; it can't see, man.
Right.
Yeah, man, it's a little 22 round. It's got a little blue tip here. I'll touch it. Oh, it stings a little when I touch it, man.
I told
Just
you not
wondering
to
if you
touch
know anything
it.
about it. What's going on? Bram seemed to want it in his ice cream. It seems a little weird. Bram's this guy who gives people ice cream for screams, you know.
And the toilet normally talks to you, right? Like the lid flaps and it makes noise, and you can
Sometimes.
understand it.
Sometimes I just talk to it.
Does it ever show you things?
As in visions?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Okay, so it's never given you a vision before,
Not before. No.
which makes it the first time this has happened.
Oh no.
The toilet flushes without you hitting the button or anything, and the light reflecting off of the water as it swirls and spins gives off blue flashes and reflections, and immediately you're brought back to Bangladesh, and you're brought back to the scene that you watched from hiding in a little cavern nearby, and this extremely powerful antediluvian being gunned down with these bright blue flashes going off. And in your vision, this antediluvian shifts in form, at first becoming Z, being shot, and then Kitty, and then Charli, and then yourself, all taking the place of this form being shot by these terrifying bullets. And you can almost feel the pain of the impact as it hits, and the almost the feeling of burning from the inside out as it as the crystal inside the bullet bursts and releases a flood of UV light. And the whole thing kind of pans outward, and we see a whole bunch of military jackets and vests with that same symbol, the upward flashlight with the blue cone coming out the top of it that you saw on the deep freezer that you stole these bullets from.
He's been in there a while.
Yeah, and I think we cut back to the bathroom, and Frank, your head is just in the toilet.
Just
Like
looking
you
at the
don't know
water.
when it happened, but the water's just flowing. You've swirled yourself as you're sitting there.
Oh man. Oh man. Ugh. Wipe the water off my face. Oh man, this bullet's trouble, man. This bullet's real trouble. Um,
Are you okay? Are you good in there?
yeah, man. Question: what's the strongest one of us you've ever seen, man?
Us?
Yeah, man.
Well, and Dolly.
Like the strongest, man. Like the biggest.
She's real old, so.
Okay. Um, yeah, man, these bullets could take them out. Any of them. All of them. Any of us.
Somebody's
That's
gonna
not
hurt
good.
Dolly?
Yeah, man, they could take her out too. They are tied to the military, man. I saw military uniforms in there. And, yeah, man, it's not good news. We gotta find out, man. Is Bram in on this?
You tell me
I
you
don't
got the
know.
magic toilet?
Yeah, that's as good a place to start as any.
Let's think about this. Where we got it from, the people that had them obviously weren't willing to share them with Bram. So, we don't know what he wanted them for, but we do know that he's not with them. Now, does that mean that he's First Light and he's trying to recover them from somebody that stole them? Or did he steal them from First Light? And that farm is First Light. We need to talk to Bram.
Yeah, man. Are we
Yeah.
we're taking firepower to meet Bram? I think you all said no last night, man.
I don't know. You got a 22?
I got Betsy, man.
Why don't you put that bullet in it?
It's a 30-06. It won't fit it, man.
Do you have a 22?
Do I have a 22?
You tell me, man.
Might, man. It's not popular.
You're a
It's not my
gunsmith,
favorite.
right? Like,
Yeah.
you probably have some of everything.
Even like a 22 revolver, bird gun or something?
I might, man. Let me go check. What would I check to see if I have that?
Yeah, if you want one, you can have one.
Okay.
Guns are your thing, right? Like, that's part of Frank's persona.
22 is everybody's first gun.
Probably just a simple hunting revolver. Nothing too fancy.
Okay.
Yeah, man. You want it?
No,
All
I
right,
don't know
man.
how to use that thing.
I'm not good at
You
pistols,
saw
man.
me drive, right? Do you
Yeah, man.
really want me to have a gun?
I'm good with long rifles, man. I'm not good
Give
with
it to
pistols,
me.
man.
Give it to
All
me.
right, all right, here you go. I hand her the oven mitt with the bullet and the gun.
Sounds good.
You
So
said it's a
is-
revolver?
Yeah,
Okay.
just a 5-round. I don't know what the common 22 revolver.
6-shooter, probably.
Yeah, it's
6-shooter,
probably a
okay.
6-shooter. Load it up, tuck in her waistband. Make sure she lines it up so she knows that's the one that'll do the thing.
Oh,
Are you loading it with the ammo?
Just the one.
Just the one? Okay.
Just the one. One should
Yeah.
do her.
and it doesn't hurt, but you can definitely feel the tingle in your leg as you put the revolver down there.
Even through the
Radiation?
gun?
That's powerful goodness.
Gross.
Y'all gonna get some sip before we go, man?
Y'all know I can share up to a certain level, right? Like I can help out a little bit. I only done scratch the surface tonight, so if you need some, we got you.
Tempting, but no. I kind of like the challenge of the hunt.
All right, man. I'm doing okay, man.
If a situation like last night, she stares very, very specifically at Frank, comes up again, we will handle it properly this time.
All right, man. All right, I'll drink again. I normally only drink once a week, man. This is weird for me.
What are you at right now?
I'm at 2.
Okay. Well, knock it down to 1, and I have 3 remaining for the night.
Let me try and heal, and then I'll knock it down to 1. If that's okay.
All right. I've used 1. I get 5 total each night. So
Nice. Nice. Okay.
sweet.
And then just knock it down to 1 after partially drinking a human? Okay. All right. All right, we ready to go, man?
as ready as we're gonna be, I guess. And you see her like
Well,
shifting a little.
Before we go, let me make a phone call. I'm gonna go call my rebel cell and tell them that they ought to go keep an eye on that farm out there, and if anything suspicious should occur, let me know.
All right. Is your rebel cell like a trait? It's one of your backgrounds.
It is.
Right?
It is.
Yeah.
The what do they call them? Not the. It's a lore sheet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I command a pack of rebellious mortals and fuel their fire with something that keeps them fighting. Either way, these rebels, a 3-dot ally group equivalent, perform a single dangerous task for you without your presence before disbanding until the next story.
All right.
So they're an off-scene thing that I can have them go do something for me, and I'm going to use them to watch that farm.
Okay. Sweet.
So would they be able to help out in fights and stuff?
No, it specifically says without my presence.
Oh, okay.
So
just
yeah,
surveillance.
they're an off-scene. Although I'm thinking of expanding and at some point bringing some actual people that can fight with us.
Nice. Sounds good. Yeah, you can. What's your contact's name? Who do you call?
We will call him Tonto,
Okay.
and he calls me the Lone Ranger.
Oh no.
I don't know his real name, and we only use code names, and it's him and 2 other guys, probably those 3 spodes from the X-Files.
Right. Okay.
The lone gunman, yeah, something like that.
Okay. Yeah.
You bring Betsy this time, man, because we seem to be getting shot at every night for the past 2 nights, man.
Yeah.
It's a bad scene.
That might be a good idea. And she's still like shifting her leg around in that big old boot. Just another version of her super fancy cutout ones. These ones are probably silver instead of black.
No.
Yeah, your cell will answer with like some. What's up, Lone? Calling. Bit late? Early?
It's like I'm gonna send you some map coordinates. There's some things going on out at this farm. Some bad things. I want you guys to, hang out in the woods. Don't make any contact. And if you see anything, unfarm-like, you let me know. Some bad things might be going down. We want to stay on top of it.
Sounds good. I grew up in Chicago, right? I don't know what a farm stuff is. But
Well, on farm, they feed the cows, they push the plows, they throw corn to the chickens. If you see things that you don't think belong on a farm, you call me and I'll determine that.
all right, Texas Ranger. He'll hang up.
I'll just kind of stare at the phone like I was getting ready to have a witty comeback, and he hang up before I got it. And I was like,
All right. Is everybody going to Brahms? Or are we all headed out?
yeah, I think we should.
Yeah.
Okay. So we can cut to you guys. Are you driving or walking?
Does Kitty walk anywhere?
No. She doesn't. All right. So we cut to you guys pulling up outside. It's on Main Street. So like your truck stops Kitty to let you guys out. Can't park there because it's the main drag. And
That's fine.
people got to walk there. I think everybody notices right away as you pull up. Parked a little ways up is a Humvee, like a military Humvee, not H1 or some bullshit like that. but just parked kind of a little ways off as a military Humvee just sitting there. Empty for now.
Does it have actual military markings on it, or is it just a military style vehicle?
It does not have any markings on it.
Does it have more than one radio antenna on it?
Good question. I'm going to say yes.
So that's not good. That's a command vehicle.
Command of what?
I don't know, but most vehicles only have one radio. Whatever else it's got, it's not a radio.
Should we call sheriff?
I don't know. What do you think the sheriff is going to do about this? I'm gonna say, you guys, wait here a minute. And it is dark. I would only assume it is dark. I'm going to go, take a roundabout, skip down to the next block, come around, and come back up and have a look at this Humvee. But I'm going to approach it from the other direction.
Okay. Yeah,
And,
you can do that. I think that's going to be a dexterity stealth, it sounds like.
Okay.
You
do that.
if you want, I think your dex is better, but you can do charisma stealth because you can try and look nonchalant. If you
No, I'm not very charismatic.
Okay. We'll call this straightforward. Difficulty 2.
Nice.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Well,
No
done.
problem.
And I cover the ground pretty fast because I have fleetness.
Okay.
And non-combat situations, I cover a lot of ground.
Perfect. Yeah, I think pretty quickly we just get the shot. It's almost like you materialize next to it. You're so quiet. But yeah, as you walk up to it, you can see it's very clearly unmarked. It does have the 2 antenna, and you can see, I think, after looking over it for a while, you manage to get a glimpse of inside. The windows are pretty heavily tinted, but if you get like right up to it and put your hands around it and block any sort of light from outside, you can see through a little bit, and you just catch like a manila folder on the passenger seat that just says ROTC training schedule.
Is it locked?
Yes, absolutely.
Note to self: buy some air tags. Well, I'm not going to try to jimmy it here. It's parked on the main drag.
Yeah,
All right,
right in the middle of Main Street.
I will, just kind of act like the curious tourist checking it out, and then move away from it.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that the Reserve Officer Training Corps does not have Humvees in its budget.
Probably not. Yeah, that's fair. I think as you step away from the Humvee, a blood-curdling scream from 2 grown men comes from down the street. The 3 of you, it comes from right behind you. You're standing in front of Bram's screamistry. And a minute later, 2 fully uniformed military personnel walk out with their ice cream, smiling, and start walking over towards where you are now, safely walking away, Z. But you guys can join up in front of Brahms.
Should I have him tow it? Because I'm sure he'll tow it.
They drive away when they get to it?
It sits for a couple minutes. Probably while you guys are standing out there. They get to it, they get in, and they'll just sit there.
Did we get a good look at the uniforms?
Yes. Yeah, you could have.
Now, I don't know how well I would know what an actual military uniform is, but was there anything out of place? Could I see anything out of place?
You can give me that sounds like wits. Is there perception? What is perception?
That's a good question. Awareness?
Yeah, wits awareness. Perfect. All right.
And here's another question: were they wearing fatigues or were they wearing dress uniforms?
They were wearing fatigues. Definitely not dress
That
uniforms.
that's typical. Most military do not wear dress uniforms unless
Right.
they're specifically told to.
And I'm gonna guess that Z would at least know something that looks real versus something that looks fake. And so, yeah, these look like real uniforms. They didn't. It doesn't look like people coming out impersonating officers at all, or impersonating military personnel.
No, and being fatigues, I won't be able to read anything like patches or names in the
Right.
dark because they're not supposed to be visible.
Yeah. My knowledge, personally, as a storyteller of the military, is minimal. So, I will try to inform you while also knowing nothing. Apologies in advance.
I only know what I knew from 30 years ago. I'm woefully out of date.
But yeah, you guys are all standing in front of Brahms. The Humvee is still sitting on the street. They haven't left, just hanging out.
So, let's go talk to the man, and I'll lead the way.
If that's
Okay.
still
Go
here when
inside.
we come out, I'm calling the sheriff.
All right, man.
Yeah, you guys turn around, Z leading the way. And Bram, when you guys come in, is like, "Hey guys, welcome back. I missed you last night. Here for some ice cream?"
Well, no, I'm not much into ice cream.
Yeah, man. I'm so sorry. The chocolate chip didn't make it, man.
No
As
chocolate chip?
the
I'm out of
boys-
chocolate chip.
I know,
As the
man.
boys start talking to him, Kitty's gonna walk around the counter and just like slowly pull a revolver out and lean down next to him behind the counter where customers can't see it.
Yeah,
But-
he
so that
like
it's
steps
obvious
backwards.
that it's there.
Says, "Frank, man, you didn't bring me chocolate chip, but you brought some friends. It looks like. What's happening, man, Frank?"
Yeah, man. These all came with me to the farm, man. They got some questions for you.
They don't look like friendly questions, Frank. Is what I'm saying.
Well, no, it's still friendly. If it wasn't friendly, we'd get violent. But, and we found something at the bottom of the ice cream, something disturbing, and I have questions. First question is, how did you know it would be there?
I mean, I was told that it would be there, so I assumed it would be there. I didn't know it would be there, but I had a pretty good guess based on the phone call that I got that said it would be there. I needed chocolate chip. Somebody gave me chocolate chip. He told me to get it from there.
You don't know what else was in the chocolate chip.
Couldn't tell you, man.
Couldn't tell you, or you don't know.
Let's go with a little bit of both. Couldn't tell you because I don't know. I don't know. But however you want to interpret that, man.
I really don't believe you, sir.
Do you want to make a insight?
Take a look at that power there. We're standing in here in close range with him. Can I smell his blood? If he's a human, I'll be able to smell what his blood type is. I can smell the resonance without tasting it. I need be with an olfactory range of the person. Resolve plus awareness at difficulty 3.
All right, make a resolve plus awareness check. Difficulty 3. It is moderate. Damn.
Oh!
That is a messy critical.
What does that mean?
Messy criticals are critical successes where the crit is on your hunger die, which means that it gets a little out of hand.
Oh no. Are those the little symbols with the dots next to them?
Yes.
Mm.
Yes. So, Z, you are fairly hungry. You got a hunger of 3. So I think Yes, you definitely succeed at sensing this man's resonance, which of course means I have to pull up a whole sheet to figure out what resonance is what emotion, but luckily I have it.
No, don't. I just wanted to smell enough to know whether or not he was actually a human.
Okay.
That's
yes.
all I was trying to determine.
He is a human.
Beyond that is not important at the moment.
Okay. Well, you do get more, whether you want it or not. Let's see. He is his resonance is melancholic currently. He's either sad, scared, intellectual, depressed, or grounded. I'll let you guess which of those he is currently.
Probably a little scared because Kitty pulled a gun on him.
Yeah.
Nah.
But for a second, the hunger kind of mixed with the smell of this man's blood overwhelms you for a second. And the next thing you know, you're over the counter and next to him, face to face. You don't bite into him because it's a messy critical, not a bestial failure. But you are certainly standing face to face, probably with your fangs out and showing as you stand in front of him.
Dang it, Z!
That was fast, man.
And it kind of focused everybody out as I stare into him and say, listen, what you're doing poses a very real threat to me and my friends. You'd better start talking because I'm real fucking hungry and I don't know how much longer I can contain myself.
I'll grab Bram by the back of the collar and back him up a step.
I offered you ice cream for like free if you're hungry. I would argue that what you're doing to me right now really kind of poses a threat to me and mine. So he looks around to the rest of you like
he doesn't like ice cream.
I will if I can control myself, put my hands up in a supplicating gesture and back up and say, sorry, the moment took me, but you have to understand what we found is a real threat to us and we need you to help us. If you're not willing to help us, that makes you a threat to us. And then we will get threatening. So let's just start off on let's start this over. Kitty, put the gun away, please.
Just slide it over a little.
Let's start this. Let's start this over. So somebody sent you or told you to get ice cream, and you sent us to do it.
Yeah. Yep.
Why?
I was told that it was in a freezer at the ranch, and I sent you guys. Frank said he needed a job. So I gave him one. Go pick things up. You aren't getting paid for that, by the way.
So
you didn't bring me shit.
You are just a broker then. Is that what you like I don't know what you would call it, a dispatcher, sir? You connect jobs to people. Is that what you do? You find things for people?
Yeah, if somebody tells me something needs picked up, I find somebody to pick it up. Easy as that.
Now, didn't you find it a little odd that they would have all this ice cream on a cattle ranch just sitting there?
Well,
ice cream comes from cows, don't it?
That's what I was going to say.
But only if they have the machinery to make the ice cream.
Okay. What the fuck am I supposed to know they don't?
Did you ask?
Why would I ask that?
Because it's a little weird to go in the middle of the night to get ice cream from a ranch.
Okay. Was there ice cream?
It was hiding some real weird stuff.
Okay, but there was ice cream. I would have got my fucking ice cream. I need my ice cream.
Maybe you should have gone and get your fucking ice cream.
Well, I would have if I had known you guys would have fucked it up so bad.
Now look, no need to be getting an attitude. We're asking questions here.
You're asking. She pulled a gun on me. I don't know what. How'd you get over that ice cream counter so fast?
I mean, none of them showed him what we found, man. Might want to start with that.
Yeah.
I only brought the one inside. The rest is in the truck. Hold
That's fine.
on.
Okay.
Pop it out of the gun.
Let me ask you, Bram. Do you believe in monsters?
Like the boogeyman?
Yeah, like the boogeyman.
No, I'm what we call an adult.
Well, you see, we found some bullets in the bottom of that ice cream. Boogeyman bullets, made by the boogeyman to especially hurt people. Now, whoever gave you the task of retrieving this ice cream knew these bullets were here and probably knows that they could be very hurtful to people. We need to get control of this situation and take these bullets out of circulation, Bram, because we don't want people getting hurt. You don't want people getting hurt, do you, Bram?
You don't want you getting hurt, right?
No. He's not going to get hurt. Bram is obviously only the middleman here. Now, what would it take for you to hook us up to the man who wanted that chocolate chip ice cream?
He pauses for a second, looks between the group of you, says, they really are big on the whole, don't let the pickup meet the dispatch, you know? Like,
Fair enough. We don't want to compromise your situation. Do these people watch you, Bram? Would they know
not.
we are here?
I don't think so.
Well, then maybe we can come to an arrangement, Bram.
I've never had something like this happen before. I wouldn't know if they watch me.
Well, let's assume they don't, because if they do, you're probably a dead man. But let's assume they don't.
But why you got to say that? Now I'm worried about that.
Well, you should be, Frank. You should be, Bram. You should be. You're playing with things that scare. Well, they scare me, and if they scare me, they should scare you, Bram. We're talking big time. This could do a lot of damage to Paris.
I think at this point there's a chime, ding ding, from the door as somebody walks in to get ice cream, and there's a mom and her little kid standing in the door with Kitty and Z. You guys are behind the counter, right? And Frank and Charlie on the other side of it.
As soon as she comes in, Z goes into Jake at State Farm mode. He straightens up a little bit. He gets a generic smile on his face, and he goes into customer service mode. Almost like a transformation.
Yeah.
Good evening. What can we do for you?
And the little girl just screams at the top of her lungs.
Well, dang, darling, that was a good one.
Ooh, that was loud. My ears, man. Woo.
Yeah. Bram is frozen in terror right now. He seems...
Bram, what flavor does she want?
She answers for you. She says, I like the chocolate chip.
Oh, sweetheart, I'm sorry. He done run out of that one. Is there another one you like? And she, kicks him in the ankle.
Just chocolate, then.
Bram.
2 scoops, Bram.
Yeah, he give me a I don't know, either charisma or manipulation, and you can either persuade or intimidate, however you want to go about it. Get him.
Ooh, me?
Yeah,
I can do it.
whoever wants to. Whoever wants to take the lead on getting him to act.
Charlie's probably the most reasonable.
If I'm intimidating, I get bonuses.
Probably don't want to be intimidating in front of a little girl.
You're
Yeah.
right.
So.
So is what
Wh-
manipulation and persuasion?
Yeah.
Yeah, either charisma or manipulation, and either intimidation or persuasion. It's up to you. It'll be straightforward. It won't be too hard.
I can try, man. I'm pretty good at that.
Okay, so I gotta click the plus next to the charisma and then the dice next to the skill,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I was like, wait, I can't
Yeah.
get them to light up. What? All right.
Nice.
Nice.
All right. Just enough. So, what do you say to him to get him kicked into gear?
That scream was amazing. She totally gets 2 scoops, and so does her mom.
He shakes his head, nods. Of course, of course. Chocolate. Yep. Sorry. Somebody was supposed to get me some chocolate chip last night, and they just couldn't make it through. I guess weather
It's
is
a little too
crazy.
much information.
You're probably right. As he scoops up, hands them and each cone with 2 scoops, and they walk out.
All right. Bram, I'm going to need you to take a deep breath and calm down. We are not going to hurt you. And in fact, we will do everything in our power to make sure nobody else hurts you either, if you're willing to work with us.
All right, so I like the first part of that. I did. I don't really know what you want from me at this point. I just like.
Well, right now, you're just going to continue business as usual. However, the next time this person gives a call, let us know. Don't necessarily call us to do the job, but let us know when this person calls.
I got pager, man.
Yeah, that's kind of what I do already. I just page Frank when they call, and I say, "Hey, this guy wants this thing," or he says this thing is here.
Fair enough.
So business as usual.
Okay, so
Yeah.
y'all just came in and threatened me to do what I've been doing already?
No, we needed answers. We needed to know how deep you were involved, and it's apparent you're not involved all that deep. So we're going to keep digging. Just know that this was a fishing expedition, and we didn't find what we want. We had to know for certain that you are not part of the problem. And as far as we can tell, Bram, you are not part of the problem. We apologize for the inconvenience. Sometimes our methods are a little heavy-handed, but we're new at this.
I suggest you set up an actual supply line and stop with this weird sprinkles and whatever and ice cream and bullets and fix your shit, man.
Hey, they call and they say to pick up something. I pick it up.
Just call Walmart or something. Come on.
Man, you want me to sell Walmart ice cream?
It would be better than
This
people...
is a boutique fucking ice cream parlor.
It'd be better than people getting killed.
This is literally the first time you've seen Bram actually angry in this whole thing.
Hey, whoa, hey, man. Hey, whoa, hey.
Why would I sell piece of shit ice cream in my boutique parlor?
Well,
Look,
then
man, I
call
just wanna
some
point out-
other store. But call a store. Figure it out. Make your own damn ice cream.
Look, man, I just want to point out, you shouldn't fire me, man. I know I failed at the chocolate chip. I'm sorry about that, man. I'll do my best. I'll
It's
do
the
better.
second time Frank got attacked delivering your shit.
But it's a good thing
What?
What?
that you hired me, because I've been shot at twice, man. One for each delivery so far.
You got shot at twice?
Yeah, man.
You didn't
What,
tell me
thank-
that.
I'm good at surviving, man. Trust me.
Clearly.
So don't fire me yet. I know I failed.
I ain't
It's okay.
gonna fire you. Ain't nobody else
Alright.
want the fucking job.
All right.
Because people shoot at you.
I didn't know that.
Well, now
Yeah,
you
ma'am.
do.
This dangerous ice cream must be real good, man.
Fuck.
Man,
That's why we're all jumpy, man. It's just a difficult job, man.
you could have led with that.
Yeah.
Shit.
We kind of did.
they're
We
saying-
told you people was a danger.
Okay, but people in danger and being shot at, them, that's two different things.
Why do you
Yeah,
think
by
put the
people they
people
meant
in
us, man.
danger?
So
Not really, it isn't. No.
Why are you being vague about getting fucking shot at, is all I'm saying.
yeah, man, because
Why
we're a
you
tough
letting
crowd,
people
man.
get shot at? Why are you putting them in this position?
Wouldn't have if I knew.
It's okay. Just send me a message for the next job, man. I'll do better. I swear.
Kitty is visibly holding back from punching this kid.
He's a man. He's in his 50s.
He's a kid to Kitty.
That's fair. I'll let you know. Getting shot at. Jesus.
Yeah, man. All right. You have a good night, bro. Is that everything, man?
It'll be peachy, I'm sure.
I'll look at Kitty and Z. Is that everything?
I think so, yeah.
Frank will walk on
Man, why couldn't I have had glamour gifts instead of physical gifts? We could have just erased his brain from even knowing that just happened. But
Sounds like
no.
a personal choice.
Yeah, no, I can't do that.
I took the scary side of presents rather than the cute side, so.
I mean, I guess I could have done that. Somebody should have asked.
You can actually do that. You can erase people's memories. Why didn't I know this? I wouldn't have had to kill that girl.
We don't talk enough, Z. I'm sorry.
Because you're always hiding in that room of yours.
No, I'm usually sitting on the couch watching news.
And talking to the TV.
Oh, yeah, I'm usually so locked into news that I don't hear anything going on around me, so I might as well be in my bedroom, but
While the rest of us are out enjoying life. Kitty says as if she goes anywhere other than her club.
Mm-hmm. All right. Y'all headed back to your house?
yeah.
All right.
Is that Hummer though still there?
Yes. Yep. But they got the
Keys.
interior light on inside the Hummer now, and you can see the two soldiers just sitting in there eating their ice cream.
Kitty's
walk
gonna
out.
lean over to the driver and tell him, speed dial 2, please, if you don't mind.
Driver
Of
of
your
her truck?
Huh?
The driver of your truck?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, he just like gives
And
you
put
a-
it on speaker. The
rolls
truck
his
speakers.
eyes and like hits the little call button on the truck and says speed dial 2. And it
These
rings.
folks are sassy.
Yeah.
So is
all
Kitty.
right.
It's probably fair.
Yeah. Speed dial 2 is
The sheriff.
Okay. Yeah, so the wonderful voice of Sam Elliott answers the phone. I can't do it. I wish I could. Yep.
You need to get over here with your biggest wrecker. There's some Humvee here, and we're pretty sure they're up to no good, and they don't like folk like us, so get them out of here.
A Humvee as in
As in, not...
military vehicle.
Yeah, not the kind that them other stuck-up rich people drive. It makes my truck look little.
You want me, the sheriff of a backwards ass town in the middle of Texas, to tow a military vehicle?
I sure do.
Kitty?
Don't you dare tell me no, sir. You know what will happen. Get this handled.
Kitty.
No,
I ain't towing a
Get
fucking
over
military
here.
vehicle.
No, you get it over here. Don't you make me come to you, sir.
Tow it your damn self. And the
Bring
phone
me
clicks.
the wrecker.
The phone has already clicked.
What do you think he's going to do about it? I mean, he's
We
not even
don't-
going to tell us why they're here, right?
We don't know anything yet. Let's just let it go for now.
Drop
We
them
did
off.
hear on the radio that the military is going to be conducting maneuvers this weekend in town. We don't know if this is related to what else we found yet.
So we're gonna drop y'all off at home, and I'm gonna go see the sheriff.
You do that.
All
I
right.
need to order some air tags.
Unless anyone wants to accompany me, because I'm gonna go show him this we just found, and we're gonna get rid of this Humvee.
Yeah, I'm good, man.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
Charlie, why don't you go with her to keep things from getting out of hand?
Okay. I don't think I can control it, but okay.
All right. So you're all driving back to the house, dropping the two of you off, and then Kitty and Charlie are heading to the sheriff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So yeah, we get the scene of the two of you being dropped off and the truck probably peeling out. Kitty's transferred anger to her crew. The two of you we linger on for a second as Kitty drives away. It takes a second before we realize, both of you realize something's weird at the same time. Your door is not closed. It is slightly ajar. And there's noise coming from inside the house.
Oh, man. Robbers again?
Oh man.
I'm already full, man. Let's go get
All
him out
right.
of there.
Do we have this is a 2-story house. Do we have a balcony or a door on the second floor that maybe opens? All right. I imagine Kitty has the master bedroom, and that's the one that has a little balcony in the back.
Probably, yeah.
All right. Frank, I'm gonna go around and slip in upstairs and see what I can see.
All right. I'll watch out here then. They try and move,
all right.
man.
So I'm gonna use my fleetness to get around behind the house, and then I have soaring leap, so I should be able to get up to the second floor without much trouble.
Okay. Yeah. I think you can do that. I don't think any of that takes a roll. Clearly, whatever's happening inside the house is noisy enough that they're not going to hear you outside.
All right. By any luck, did Kitty leave the sliding door to her bedroom unlocked?
How strict is Kitty on locking her bedroom slider?
Kitty doesn't do those things. They're done for her. So I'd say it's a 50-50 chance.
Her crew doesn't do anything unless she specifically tells them, so it's not locked.
All right. I will slip inside and shut it and lock it.
Okay.
Trying to be quiet as I move towards the sound.
All right. Let's have you make Dex stealth to go unnoticed.
Moderately good. Oh.
Ooh. All right. So yeah, as you move through Kitty's room, Kitty probably has quite a few guitars.
The walls are plastered in posters too. There's posters everywhere.
And you don't come into this room very often. So I think there's a guitar that she just left in the middle of the floor that you miss. And the first thing we hear is the crunch of wood and the twang of broken strings as you step through this guitar, which then leads you to kind of trip and fall into a poster or two, and we get the tearing sound of posters. And then eventually the thump of you hitting the ground is what you were grabbing for, just slides off the wall. Needless to say, Frank, even out front, you hear the commotion from Kitty's room in the back.
Oh man, he must be in trouble. All right, I'll head in through the front door.
All right. Yeah, as you head in, you see a tall shape heading up the staircase as you walk in. Still in shadow. It's dark. And you guys, neither of you have enhanced senses, right?
No.
No, the only enhanced sense I have is the bloodhound to smell
Okay.
blood.
Yeah. So it like you're used to darkness, so you can see fairly well in it, but you don't get extra supernatural perception or anything. So you see the shape move up, a tall shape, vaguely familiar, misshapen head, probably. You see the lump on the side of his head as he moves up. What are you
Go
doing?
to check
as he,
on
yeah.
it first before heading upstairs.
Okay. Yeah, you can run in. Do you flip on the light or anything, or is it just checking?
Just in the bathroom.
Okay. Yeah, you head into the bathroom. You can see the stains moving across the sink counter from where Charli rinsed out the ink from her book, and you can still see sitting there on the back of the toilet the Smucker's jam jar with the chunk stuck to the side of it, facing the sink. Now, it's pulses as you look at it.
Yeah, what's Charlie dumping in my sink, man? I'll just leave it there for now.
All right.
And then I'll head back upstairs.
Sounds good. Yeah, we cut back up to upstairs. Z, you can hear footsteps outside in the hallway, coming towards the room that you are in, Kitty's room.
I am going to lay on the floor silently where I'm at so as to not make any more noise.
Okay. Yeah, it doesn't take long before the door creaks open. And you can see the tall, thin figure in the doorway with the misshapen head. And an arm reaches out and the switch flicks upwards and light floods the room. And he just, like, you're not hidden or anything, right? You're just in the middle
No,
of
I'm
the floor.
just laying on the floor with my one foot stuck through a guitar.
This is
And just-
advanced stupidity.
Yeah, just this man staring at you.
Um,
And
Hey
that's where
there.
let's take a 5-minute, 10-minute break right there, and come back in a bit.
And
Yeah, we get the hey there, and then cut to commercials.
Oh my god.
And we'll take a short break there.
We're back.
All right. Back at it. And as we cut back in, let's cut to Charlie and Kitty. Because why not? So as we come back, we get where they do we get the last bit of the last scene from before the commercials, after the commercials. So we get the Z saying, well, hello. And then we cut to Charlie and Kitty. Y'all just pulled up to the sheriff's station, the police station, I guess. And we can get, like, you guys, Kitty probably storming into the building with Charlie more calmly behind.
Before Kitty gets out of the truck, she's going to reach behind the seat and she's going to grab that whole ass ammo can.
Okay.
His gun is going to stay in her boot this time. She's not quite that dumb, but she's going to take the ammo can so they can show the sheriff. And she's going to storm in, and she's going to use to her advantage her 3 dots of fame to be like, let me the fuck in the sheriff's office now.
Okay. Yeah, I think the poor receptionist at the office starts to, like, stand up and put up an argument, and then just sits back down, hits a button that says, Sheriff, Miss Kitty's here to see you. And you hear a voice come back, says, well, send her away. I don't need to talk to her right now.
Yes, he does.
And there's a pause, and she's like, yeah. I think we both know she isn't going away. She looks up to you. You can go see him now.
I know the way. Thanks. She'll march back and, like, grab Charlie's wrist and drag her.
Sorry about her.
No, you're not. Let's go.
It's okay. How does Kitty... the door is closed. Does she, like, swing it open? Does she just open it normally?
Kitty's got big old boots on.
Uh-huh.
She's going boot first.
Okay. So, blam! The door slams open. We just get the sheriff leaned up against his desk, rolling his eyes, and he's like, Kitty, I have to pay money to repair the doors you break.
Well, then you should just open them for me, and this wouldn't be a problem, now would it?
It wasn't fucking locked. Just turn the handle.
You knew I was coming. You could have gotten up and opened it like a gentleman.
You know how a door works, right?
So
weren't
do you,
too
don't
pampered
you?
to understand that.
You know how a door works. Now, sit down and listen to me. She's gonna,
He
like,
just stays standing right there.
slam the can on the table. And she'll open it up and be like, now this is connected to that Humvee. This is very painful. Even just touching this can is painful. We need that Humvee gone.
Kitty, it's an ammo can. How is it connected to the Humvee?
Touch it.
I can see it.
Touch it!
Kitty.
If he doesn't do it, she'll grab him.
This will make more sense if you just touch it, Sheriff.
And he won't be able to overpower me.
Yeah, I think he just kind of rolls his eyes, shrugs, and reaches out and grabs a handful of ammo and then kind of shakes his hand. He's like, well, that doesn't feel good. What the hell is that?
It's for killing us, according to my roommate. And that Humvee done showed up around the same time it did. Now get rid of it.
Your roommate, which one? The crazy gun one or the conspiracy nut?
All of the above.
I don't know that either of them are what I would call a reliable source of information, Kitty.
You know, would you like me to test it? I can do it. I have the proper equipment to do so. And you are standing directly in front of me.
Kitty, we aren't arguing about what the fuck that is. We're arguing about whether it's connected to the Humvee that you wanted towed.
They showed up at the same time with the same garbage. Get rid of it.
That's not exactly true.
All right, at least somebody is reasonable. What is true?
And then I give the sheriff the whole crazy story.
Yeah, he'll sit and listen, and when you finish, he says, "Now, that does sound like something I should know, and I do appreciate you bringing that information to me. What I did not hear anywhere in that fucking story, kitty, was the word Humvee.
I said it at least a dozen times. Now get rid of it.
You said it, but the actual story didn't have the Humvee in it at all. So you're just telling me to tow a Humvee that may or may not be related to what
Everything
you are
that came out of Frank's mouth was about the military.
The fuck do I care about Frank?
Either you get rid of it or I'm gonna get rid of it, and your way's a lot more legal.
Kitty, if you get rid of a Humvee, you are going to be in deep shit.
You're gonna be in deep shit if you don't.
Can't do anything about it. I can't just go around towing military vehicles.
ROTC is not the real military, sir. They wanna be, but they ain't yet.
Okay. What does ROTC have to do with this now?
That's who's doing this training bullshit. Get rid of it.
Training, you mean the exercises with the real fucking military this weekend?
If you're not going to help me, then I'm going to help myself, and you're not going to like how it turns out.
I ain't
I
gonna
like
be able to
living
get
here.
you. Yeah, I get that. I do, but I ain't gonna be able to get you out of trouble if you go around messing with military vehicles. I don't have that kind of pull. I'm a sheriff.
You're going to be in a lot worse trouble if you leave them here with this kind of ammunition in their reach.
Tell you what, you find me some proof that this ammunition is connected to this Humvee or any Humvee, and I'll be happy to step in. But until you can show me that this ammunition that you got at a separate place from this Humvee on a separate night with no actual connection, can't do much about that.
They were watching the person who sent us to go get this ammunition. How is that not a connection?
Is that even really true? We just saw the guys go in to get ice cream and stuff.
And then sit there for hours.
I mean,
Hours?
we
You
get
called me like 10 minutes ago.
They've been there all night watching Bram, who told us to go get this.
Kitty, you bring me some evidence and we'll talk about it. Until then, can't do anything. I'll reach out, see if the upper management has any concerns, but I can't do anything without evidence. And this random ammo case, which is admittedly some messed up ammo, doesn't have any connection to the military just yet. Shit, I can probably find that ammo case on Amazon. Get it here by tomorrow.
Not full of this, you can't.
No. But that doesn't mean it's that Humvee. Find me a connection.
I done gave it to you. She's pack up the ammo case, and on the way out, she's gonna do the sweep the leg thing to his desk.
Just kick the desk into the wall?
Just take out one end of it so it goes bloop.
Okay. Yeah. Give me a strength brawl.
Okay.
Roll. Difficult. It's not too difficult. Straightforward.
Or desk. It didn't deserve that.
Yeah.
What difficulty did you say?
Straightforward. Oh, man.
She has a steel desk, and all you did was bend the leg.
So, yeah, exactly. So I think you've done this
I
before.
chose not to add my potence. I should have added my potence.
Did you want to re-roll
No.
any of those?
So you've done this, I don't know how many times before, right? Like, Kitty gets pissed off, she kicks something. He's had his desk reinforced. Just from the number of times Kitty herself has kicked it. And so you just wham, and your foot just stops. And if you were human, it would have shattered your foot.
What in the Sam Hill?
Ah, yeah. Ah, I knew that desk would come in handy. Ah, get out of my office.
Push everything off the top of the desk and leave.
Ah,
Now he's going to have to glue it down.
yeah. All right. We cut back to the house. With Z, you're on the floor. This Nosferatu is standing above you. You weren't supposed to be home for some time.
Yeah, well, you weren't supposed to be here ever.
No, I know. That's why I'm in the dark clothes and the sneaking around.
So, before my buddy comes up behind you and pops you with something nasty, suppose you tell me why you're here? And I'll glance past him to see if Frank's coming yet.
Yeah.
I hope Frank's coming, because if not, this could get bad.
Yeah. I think you hear the bathroom downstairs. The door opens at this point.
I really hope that's Frank. Because if not, I don't really want to know what just came out of that bathroom.
Yeah. Yeah, he just says, I think you know what I'm here for, right? Like, I don't need to spell it out for you. You guys...
Yeah, well, it's not here. I'll save you that. And suppose you tell me why somebody like you would want something like that.
See, I wish I could tell you that, but...
Well, if you can't tell me that, you can't have it back, and I'm not going to tell you where it is. It's dangerous stuff, and it needs to just disappear.
It is dangerous stuff. I agree with you on that. And disappearing is probably a good result. If you make it disappear, though, generally it just ends up in someone else's hands, and then you don't know
Oh,
where
no.
that's going to go. So,
Oh, trust me, if I make it disappear, it's not coming back.
wouldn't you rather...
And Zeke's
Stop.
thinking to himself, he'd stand out in the middle of a lake in the middle of the night and shoot every freaking round into the water if he has to.
Yep. Wouldn't you rather stop more being made?
Now you're talking. Maybe we don't have to be enemies. Oh, and I'm sorry about running over your head. I really didn't intend to do that. The roll bar, yes. Running over your head, no.
That was unpleasant. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, sorry.
Frank, are you trying to be quiet as you come up? Are you coming up the stairs?
I'll try and be quiet. I don't hear any other ruckus. I just hear talking from up there.
Mhm. Yeah, they're just talking.
Yep.
Yeah. So, sorry, you said yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll dexterity stealth.
Okay. Oh, click that twice and run away. Okay, same result. Weird.
Nice. Yeah, it's not hard. 3 was the difficulty, but just enough. And you get up there and you can see him talking. You can see Z in the middle of the floor with a guitar on one leg, stuck to it. I don't know if you've gotten up at all yet, Z. But...
I'm sitting up and trying to extricate the guitar from my shoe.
Yeah, you get the like cracking of wood and the twanging of strings as he's pulling the guitar off of him.
I'll just zero in Betsy on this guy's chest
Okay.
and just, hey
And
man,
Z-
are we?
Yep.
What's going on?
Yeah. He turns around as you say something, and Z, you probably saw him step up behind him. But he smiles at you. He says, "Okay, that it won't feel good, yeah, but it's not gonna kill me, dude.
Frank, don't wreck any more of these posters. I mean, look at this. She loved Johnny Cash and I ripped him. She's going to be so pissed.
Man, you better blame it on this guy, man.
And I'll kind of give him a sideways glance for a second, like I'm thinking about it. No, I'll own up. But, all right.
So I'm not shooting nobody, right?
No, you're not shooting. Anyways.
Okay.
Figure you're all chummy now in our house. We might as well be on a first name basis. What's yours?
He looks back and forth between the two of you.
Doesn't have to be your real name. Just what do I call you?
I'm Baldesia.
Valdesia. You can call me Z. This is Frank. Now, I know you said you wanted to get rid of these bullets.
I said I wanted to stop any more being made.
That disturbs me slightly. I don't know why, but that disturbs me slightly.
Do you want more around?
No. I want not only them all gone, but whoever's making them all gone.
Agreed.
Talking about the bullets, man? Sorry, I'm just trying to get in the conversation.
He knows about the bullets, Frank. He was here looking for them. He knew about the bullets before. That's why he was at the farm. He knew more than we did.
That's, weird, to be fair, not hard.
Rude.
You gonna keep talking in here, and we want to go to the coffee table, man?
Yeah, let's go downstairs.
He reaches out a hand to help you up.
I will accept it, and I will try to smooth up the Johnny Cash poster. I'll get it all up against the wall, and it'll look good, and then I'll pull my hands away, and it'll fall right back down.
Yeah. It doesn't like it stays up, and then you shut the door behind you, and we see it just fall. All right. Yeah, we cut to the coffee table or the kitchen table probably. I doubt you guys ever really use the kitchen table, right?
Yeah, we almost never use it. It's probably, it's probably kitties from like the 1950s. It's got a gingham tablecloth on it, and it's got a Lazy Susan with a bunch of different spices in the middle of it. Yeah. And nobody ever sits there.
Yeah, and it like he leans forward and puts his elbows on the table, and it tilts right away. He lifts up and sighs. So, I don't know how you guys managed to get in the middle of everything.
Well, let's just say we work for a guy who arranges people to pick up things for other people, and he arranged for us to pick up something that had something else hidden in it.
Yeah, man, we're supposed to get sprinkles for Bram. Chocolate chip. Well, chocolate chip ice cream at the farm, man. But I got sprinkles for him before.
Okay.
Yeah. So
So who does he work for?
He won't tell us that.
You didn't just make him tell you?
Not yet. I mean,
he works a store, man. It's open. People were coming in. Couldn't really do that, man.
Does the store have a back room?
I would assume so, but
So you could have just taken him to the back room and made him talk.
I could have, but I prefer to use less brutal methods. And I think it would be easier if we just observe Bram, and the next time he sends Frank to fetch something, we watch Bram and wait for whoever comes to pick it up to come pick it up, and there's our source. Or if whoever wants it sends somebody to come pick it up, we follow that person to the source. However, if we had gone in and beat up Bram, he might be less willing to cooperate and might tell the other person what we're about, which he might anyways. And if he does, I might drop him from a great height. But, until then, we do what we can do.
All right. So I know you're going to take this as a compliment, and I can assure you that it is in no way a compliment. But you are not as dumb as you look. That's a good thing, but not a compliment, I promise.
I'm taking it as one, man.
All right. You got a point. Somebody else was interested in the bullets. We need to find out who. I get you on that. I can make some calls. My boss, Sterling, might know some things. He has more connections than I do.
Oh, yeah? Wow. Bruce, then. And again, I am sorry for running you over with the truck. That wasn't intentional.
Yeah, I'm not going to forget that. I will
No.
pay you back for that.
Oh, I'm sure. I expect it.
Do you want to exchange phone numbers so next time I get a job, you'll know that I got a job? See if that line up with your stuff, man.
He nods. He says, yeah. He looks around for anything to write with in here. I'm sure eventually he finds a notepad.
Z always has a pen on him.
Yeah. He'll write down a number for you. He says, next time you get a job, just let me know. I would really prefer if you didn't come along with me and just let me handle it. But I don't think that's a good idea.
No promises.
We got to bring back
But we'll do what we
chocolate chip
can.
ice cream, man. I got to do that for Bram, man. I don't, just to be fair, I don't think you care about the chocolate chip ice cream as much as me, man.
That is fair. I do not.
Yeah, man.
And Kitty and Charlie, you're probably getting home around this time. So I think as you guys are having this conversation, we hear the front door open. Kitty and Charlie, the living room is tossed. It's trashed. The couch is flipped over. All the drawers are open. The TV has been knocked over and is broken on its side. What do we see from you guys?
I say it again. What in the Sam Hill?
In the kitchen, Kitty.
Yeah, and as you guys make your way through the mess, you can hear Z and Frank and the voice that you probably vaguely recognize from the night before coming from the kitchen.
Kitty will come around the corner with the revolver drawn.
He's probably in the middle of handing over his phone number to Frank. Looks up at you and says,
Kitty,
more guns.
Stand down.
What did I miss? What did we miss? What is going on in here? What
These are the
happened
bullets,
out
man.
there?
He was here looking for the bullets.
Yeah.
But we have come to an understanding that we and they, meaning him and whoever he works for, want to stop these bullets being made. So,
So is
it
he
may
gonna
not
get
seem
rid of that
like
movie?
all in good time. I think that Humvee is actually a distraction, and we shouldn't be focusing on it. Think about it. If the military was going to conduct a secret operation, would they park a vehicle on Main Street to do it? No, they'd park a vehicle on Main Street so everybody would be paying attention to it while they're pulling the military fuckery that the military fuckers pull.
It's part of an exercise. Nobody cares. That's what the sheriff said.
Oh yeah, man. Sorry to fill you in. We think the bullets are related to the military, man.
Possibly. But
Well, show me some military uniforms. Got that flashlight thing on it, man. Yeah.
Flashlight thing, like the symbol on the case.
Yeah, man.
No, we didn't see. I couldn't make out any symbols on the military uniform, so we don't know if they were the same thing or if they could be legitimate military personnel.
So that's the symbol of First Light, he says.
Oh man.
So, sure, astute, I guess, observation. Those are military. I highly doubt that covert military organizations are parking on Main Street. He looks at Kitty as he says it.
She cocks the gun.
Also, 22 long rifle is not a military round. The military do not use weapons that use 22 long rifle.
They do not.
Maybe not normally. Maybe this was cheaper to make. I don't know. I don't trust any of these people. I think they're all full of it.
I don't either.
I don't trust this guy. Who is he?
It says his name is Baldesian, man.
Ball what?
Baldesian.
Ball.
Val. Just call him Val.
Is it ball with a B?
With a B.
Okay.
Bald is. Then call him Ball.
Bald. Yep.
Baldez, yeah.
That's what I'm
That's
going
my
with.
name.
I'm going with bald. Bald. Because you are.
I'll look at him and say, best not to argue with Miss Kitty. Causes headaches.
I believe that her interpretation is a perfect summation of her intelligence. And I'll take it.
Anyway, next time we get a job, man, we're gonna let Ball know about the details, see if it matches up with his stuff, because he was there at the farm, man. You got to call about that too. So it's weird that we're syncing up with the same info, man.
A call from who exactly?
That's what I want to know.
His boss Sterling, I think.
Sterling?
Sterling and
Sterling.
Bald.
Yeah, man.
Why? You say that name as if it means something to you.
I think they're using code names, man.
Everybody uses the code name, man.
Yeah.
I don't use a code name.
Ball, do you work for who I think you work for when you say Sterling?
I would guess that depends on who you think I work for.
Oh, hey, Charlie, did you put something in my sink, man? It's trying to reach over to the toilet, man. It's being weird.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was from the book.
Yeah, man. I'm going to go clean that up now. Talk to you later, Bolt.
I am, before I leave, going to need the ammunition that you recovered.
No.
I can assure you that it will be safely brought out of reach of anybody who could use it to do harm to you, me, any of our kind.
You have to convince Miss Kitty of that because it's in her possession, and I'm not going to fight her on it.
He pauses for a second and says, all right. Next time I'm around, we'll talk about it.
Trust me, it ain't going nowhere.
Miss Kitty, please do take the round out of your gun, though. I wouldn't want anything happening by accident.
You don't live this long in these parts without knowing how to fire a weapon, sir.
I would argue that you haven't lived very long in these parts.
I did for a lot of years.
He stands up on the table and like he puts his hands down to stand up and it does the tilt thing again and he picks his hands up and it all right. Well, you do as you will. Let me know when you hear anything in the future. And I will do my best to make sure that whatever it is that you need is successful this time.
But before you leave, sir, how are you planning on repairing the damage to our home?
Oh, I'm not.
I'm sorry, you said what?
Yeah, no.
Hey, I ran over his head. He broke my TV. Let's call it even.
Miss
And-
Kitty, you must have plenty of royalty money that you can spend on getting somebody to do that job for you.
You see, I spend my money to clean up after me. I don't spend my money to clean up after you.
Well, then consider this part of your fuck up that needs to be cleaned up.
Oh, honey, we are not going to get along well.
No, I don't imagine we will, ma'am.
Do not return to this house at any time for any reason.
He like squeezes past you to get through the kitchen door to get to the front.
She makes it as difficult as possible.
Yeah. He finally gets there and he just shakes his head and mutters to himself as he walks out the front door, leaves it open, and just walks off. What is the conversation between the rest of you look like?
Oh man, it's all over my hands, man. I can't get it off. Ugh.
Do we hear Frank having a fuss in the bathroom?
Probably.
I will just sigh and kind of shift in my seat.
I'll go check. Kitty seems to be the only one who's not completely terrified of his bathroom antics.
This is true.
Yeah. So does Charli say anything more about who she thinks Sterling might be?
Gotta look and see. It's like, I think I know who he works for.
Is it good or bad?
Depends on who you're asking. Probably good for him, bad for us.
Oh, that's not good. Okay. Is it somebody we need to be worried about right now?
Not immediately. I don't think he'll show here.
Kitty and Frank in the bathroom.
Is that something you ever thought you'd have to say?
Frank, even as like you wipe this stuff up, even with like a rag, like the moment you pick up the rag, it starts moving again, and just floating slowly through the air over
man.
towards the toilet.
I'll try and grab some of it with my
Yeah,
hands.
it's almost like you're in 0G with the little blood droplets floating.
Yeah.
And I think like if you get some on your hands, you can feel the power from it. Like you can feel the power of ancient vampire vitae, even as it's on your hands. And it just absorbs into your hands.
Oh no, get out of there! I'd scrabble it out.
Yeah, it's gone. Your hands are clean now. It went in through your skin, and you can feel like a rush of power
Ugh.
almost immediately.
I don't like that.
And
Can
I think
bleed
that's
myself. Just
Question.
Kitty when you walk in.
When you say it's floating to the toilet, is it going to the bowl or towards where the jar is sitting?
It's going towards the back of the toilet, yes.
And I walk into him freaking out, trying to wipe his hands off.
Yeah.
What's going on in here?
going for the smoker's jar, man. I don't know.
What is?
I don't know. This weird snot thing that Charli put in here.
What thing?
Look at it, man. I assume there's still some left, like reaching towards the toilet.
Yeah,
from
there's
the
like
sink.
the dark red, coagulated blood, almost looking vitae.
Kitty's gonna reach out and grab the jar.
Okay. You get like your arm goes numb as you grab the jar. And like numb to the point where you grab the jar and you can't move your arm while you're holding onto it. It's just numb. Like when you wake up and you've been sleeping wrong and your entire arm is just dead, it's just that numb.
If I try to step back, can I drag it off the toilet?
I think you have no grip in your fingers, so they just slide off.
Oh God!
And you can feel your arm again.
Yeah, man, don't touch that. It's got a mind of its own, man.
Go get another jar, quick! We need another jar. Go.
Okay, another jar. I don't eat stuff, man. Do we have another jar?
That's a good question. Do you guys keep food around the house?
I have 15 humans. There's got to be
Alright, man.
something.
Do they eat jar things, man?
There's got to be. Go find something.
An
Amazon box.
All right,
something.
I'll run into the kitchen.
Z has coffee. There's probably a canister of coffee.
Yeah, there's a. Frank probably knows of the coffee can in the kitchen.
Not my Colombian roast.
Oh, it's being weird, man. Go and just grab it and run out. Am I faster than normal because of the vitae?
Yeah, you are. You can also lose a hunger also.
No.
My Colombian roast.
Below 1 or down to 0 or
Down to
just
0.
Oh
no.
shit!
That's the weird stuff.
All right. Yeah, Frank comes way too quickly back into the bathroom with the
Oh, hey!
Colombian roast.
Give it. I'm gonna try to catch it.
Okay.
Is her arm still numb, or did she get feeling back when she stopped touching the jar?
No, as soon as she stopped touching it, it came back. Yeah. As you put the coffee can over it, it's fine until the edge of the coffee can touches the jar, and then it works the same. Because unlike the One Ring, this does understand the transitive property and will affect you the same.
Hey, man, stop trying to touch the jar. Trap the stuff, man.
But I can scoop it the other way. I can scooch it away.
No, man, I'd leave it there, man. It stays there. You don't move it, man.
No, I'm talking to the ST. I put the coffee cup and scooch.
So you're putting the coffee can over it, right? And then moving it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the moment the side of the can comes into contact with the side of the jar, your arms go numb.
The blood is touching the jar?
The jar is touching the can.
As soon as it touches the plastic, your arms go numb.
Were you trying to put the jar in the coffee, or were you trying to put the floating
She's
blood
trying to
into
move the jar.
I was trying to
with
put the
coffee
floating.
can.
No, I was trying to put the blood in the coffee can.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
Misunderstanding. Yes, the blood you can put in the coffee can.
I was trying to keep them separate.
Ugh. Oh, it's old, man. Ugh. Feel old now. Ugh.
Yeah, you can do that.
I'm gonna take the coffee can to Charli. He said this came from your rag. It moves. And it really likes his jar.
Going for the mutated jelly, man.
You're muted, Cat.
Wait, towards the jar?
Yeah.
That's weird. It's come off the book that's in my room.
What is that book?
Some kind of weird journal. I don't know who wrote it yet, though.
Why is the book bleeding?
I don't know.
Do we need to put the book in the jar? The cover can.
I don't think it'll fit in there.
My Colombian roast.
It's all over the bathroom counter and floor now. All of the coffee grounds are gone.
She's holding the can out to Charlie. Kitty is thoroughly disturbed.
Frank's looking for a vacuum cleaner to clean up the bathroom.
Yeah, it's just the what is it? The stuff from the rag that's on the that's in the coffee can.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
I'll
it's
take
just
it.
Yep.
Probably the
And
rag too.
That too.
Yeah,
I'll
and the
take it
rag too. Yeah, it's in there. Okay. Yeah. I think the last thing we get for the night with that is like the shot of you guys all kind of flipping the couch back over, maybe picking up a few things here and there, trying to get the living room somewhat back in order.
Kitty reacting to her room being messed up.
And say
And
Yeah,
the car
the
destroyed.
scream.
That's a good point.
The scream when Kitty gets to her room. Tanya!
At which point Z will sigh and he'll start headed up the stairs. Kitty, can we talk?
What did you do? She's in tears.
I was trying to sneak in on that freak, and it was dark, and I stepped on your guitar. I'm sorry, and I fell, and I ripped Johnny Cash. I'm sorry. It was my fault.
I don't care about Johnny Cash. This guitar is as old as me. She's just like
And I'll
holding
stand-
the pieces in her hand.
And I'll stand there just looking bad.
And cradling it like a baby, just like in tears with little pieces of guitar, like bling, strings poking out.
I'm going to say, well, yeah, okay, sorry. And I'm going to go back downstairs and I'm going to sit down at the couch and realize that although we've set the TV back up on the stand, it's got a big crack running through the middle of it. And I'll grab the remote and turn it on. And despite the fact that it's all fucked up, CNN will still come on and I'll let out a big sigh.
I can
Or
still
at least
hear it.
it comes on at half the screen and
Yeah.
you can hear it.
Yep, and it's the rainbow on the other half. All right. And then the last thing we get is the beep of Frank's pager going off.
Oh man, I got a new job, man.
And it-
Bram's the only person I have on the pager, actually.
yeah.
Let's see.
And it just says backup chocolate chip found with an address.
Do we know where this is, man?
Yeah, you guys can plug it into Google Maps, and it pops up with a motel on the outside of town, kind of between the ranch and where you are, and Brahms. And I think that's where we will cut off for the night.
More shootings.
That's- We gotta get that chocolate chip, man. I can't keep going back for it. I gotta get on a mission for Rocky Road.
Yeah. Cool. Good job, guys.
Kitty
Hopefully that
finally
was-
settles.
That was fun.
When Kitty finally settles down to go to sleep, it'll be with the pistol loaded all the way.
All the way. Oh.
All right. Charlie, do you want to, out of character, tell people who Sterling is?
So Arthur Sterling is Charlie's maker.
Oh.
I take it he's not a good person.
No, he's horrible.
Oh boy.
Not a total asshole. Yeah. But he
Yep.
knows a lot.
All right. Well, cool.
Well, that was a lot of fun.
Good.
It was.
And we should be back next week, same time, 5:30ish,
Yeah.
Arizona time.
Yep. Do you want to go over the questions, or do you want to wait till next time?
Oh, thank you. Yes.
Yes.
Experience questions. I should really write these somewhere that's not in the Discord chat so that I don't have to scroll back to them.
Scroll to the top.
Did you pin them?
I did not. I need to. Yeah, that's good. That's the quick ref. There we go. Pin them right now. Pin it. Okay. Did we learn something new and important about the world?
Not directly, I would say. We just
About-
learned about a person.
The world? No, I don't think we learned anything new about the world. Not that I can recall.
I don't think so either.
Nope.
We still have more questions that need to be answered.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, a lot. Ah.
Mm.
Did we learn something new and important about a player character?
Yes, we did. We learned that what's his name? The Nosferatu is working for Charlie's maker. So I don't know if we learned about her so much, but we did learn the name of her maker.
Did she reveal that in character, though?
I said I knew Sterling.
Oh,
Hmm.
I know who he is.
Yeah.
In character,
Yeah.
I don't think that we know that he's Charlie's maker. yet.
sure.
But
No.
you did learn that Charlie knows somebody who is fairly well connected, at least. Right?
Yeah.
I'd give that a yes.
Okay.
Okay. So that's one for everybody.
Connections.
Did we overcome a notable monster or enemy?
No.
No.
Not this time, no.
Did we loot a memorable treasure?
No.
Mm-mm.
You don't think an ammo case of daylight rounds?
Oh, we counted that as last time.
Yeah, we got that last time.
Did you
Yeah.
did you actually get the XP for that last time?
I think
Yeah,
so.
I think so, yeah.
Okay. Okay. I wasn't sure if we had counted it. All right. And then you get the one for just the session also. So that's two
So
XP
it's
total.
2. Excellent.
Nice.
Cool.
Blood potency is 10 or 5 times the new level? 10, right?
10 times the
Okay.
level.
Okay. I want thicker blood.
All right. Well, that's all I got for the night.
Oh,
Thank you for the session.
that was
Yeah.
fun.
Thank you guys.
Sounds
You
good.
make it. I told Ducky during the break that the great part about this campaign is that I just get to play somebody reacting normally to everything you guys do. I don't have to like be crazy because Y'all do it for me.
We are the crazy.
Like I can just be poor Bram not knowing what the fuck is going on, reacting
Yes.
like a
We
human
will
would.
take the ball and run with it.
Yeah.
I think as a group, we have a really good chemistry.
Agreed.
Frank's just vibing.
You guys do such a good job of letting everybody take a scene. It's awesome to have players that'll sit back and watch somebody else play.
I don't mind sitting for a whole session and just watching if it involves somebody else, as long as it's moving.
Yep. Yeah, you guys do a really good job of that. So it's nice to have you guys willing to kind of trade off.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, Charlie's just thinking, how do I get stuck on babysitting duty?
Yeah.
Every time.
I know they keep sending you with Kitty.
Charlie, keep your goo from my toilet, man.
No, it's fun. It's fun.
I don't normally play like the crazy out of hand character either, so I am just having fun with this.
Oh yeah, no. I think Charlie is actually having a good time because it does make her laugh. It's entertaining.
Yeah.
Just enjoying the vibing because
Yeah.
I don't have to push the story at all. I just gotta talk to toilets and communicate, man. That's all I gotta do.
I don't know if you saw it in chat. Luke is a real life friend of mine. I've known him for years. And it was just like, magic what? Magic toilet? It blew his mind.
Hashtag Malkavian things.
I'll have to
So
tell him
funny.
to go back and watch the YouTube later.
Oh god. The last episode. We really got karma from that one. It was like, alright, you can get some wins. You can get some W's.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, you guys only failed 2 rolls this whole game today, huh? 3.
Oh, that's
2.
that's gonna turn right back around next time.
Yeah. What's amazing is that you failed with 5 dice and 6 dice on fairly easy rolls.
But at least like the one that I failed was no pressure. It didn't matter.
Yeah.
That's what's gonna bite me. Is it's gonna be like the big like high pressure roll that I absolutely need that I'm gonna fail.
Yep. All right. Twitch, good night.
Night, Twitch.
We'll see you
Good
next
night,
week.
Twitch.
Time for sleepies.